This is my full video on the Lobo F-150. This is a 2025 F-150 Lobo, brand new out this year. Definitely cool. I love it when Ford releases a tweaked out model like this, and I've been waiting for something like this to come along. I think it's a great blend between function and sport. Let's check it out together. So first of all, underneath the hood is the 5-liter Coyote V8, putting out 400 horsepower and just over 400 pound-feet of torque. Now, this is the only option in the Lobo, and this is essentially an STX platform that's been juiced up a little bit. So love that they did that, and feel free to add a supercharger to that. Lots of people do. Now, you also have a 10-speed automatic transmission that goes with that with silky smooth shifts. You also have these aesthetics on the hood that look a bit different, and you probably saw those lights across the grille that look awesome with that high gloss black grille. These headlights are fully automatic, set it and forget it, including auto high beams. Love that. Just love that you can turn them on and leave them. And then you do have fog lights to go with those. The front valance and lower spoiler and the whole front bumper on this. Love the look of this. Ford, you just hit this out of the park. I don't think an aftermarket option looks any better. Then off to the side, you do have these gorgeous high gloss black wheels that look fantastic. I love that. And then on the side here, the new F-150 badging that does say Lobo. Also wanted to mention the vehicle does have forward collision with pedestrian detection. So if somebody stops out in front of you last minute, you don't have time to put on the brakes. It's going to do that for you. That saves lives and saves some money on insurance. Now, these mirrors are a power mirror. They are heated, and they do have a blind spot detection in them. So that lights up when someone's in your blind spot, which is great. You can see the lower valance here all the way along the box. It gives it a nice lowered look. To get in or out of this truck, you do just have this key fob here with the unlock lock alarm system. You can hit this to kind of open that up for you. Now, if you do want, you can download the app FordPass. Then you have remote start, unlock, lock, track the vehicle, and do a whole bunch more things. Love that that's free, and it works great. The back of these is huge. This does have the crew cab, which is the only configuration you can get the Lobo in. Love the back seat. Ford is famous for this space in the back. And then just kind of the accent stitching that's been done in the back looks good. If you fold this up, you have a huge amount of room. You can see an all-weather mat has been installed in this one. And then you've got rear cup holders, 2 USB-Cs and vents. You've got pockets on the back of both seats there as well for your rear guests. And even just on the door panel, cup holders, places to put things, more cup holders. You can never have enough of that stuff, so it works awesome. Open up your gas cap, which you do not have an actual gas cap, just a fuel door. Love the easy fill system that they've done. It is a short box configuration, so 5.5 feet, and it's a sport truck, so you expect that. Now, here's where some real magic happens. Again, one of those 20-inch rims, the high gloss black wheel, but behind that, the differential that's set on these is the 373 gear ratio. And this has different springs in the back, well, shocks actually. They've gone with a specially tuned shock for the back that's been lowered a couple inches and does give you this kind of that lowered overall look that I love. Then we come to the back, and the back bumper is color matched, which is great. And it has this dual exhaust, and it does sound mean. I'll try and get that running for you guys, but that dual exhaust sounds great with this Coyote V8. You do have a backup camera here to go with backup sensors, and it's got a hitch, so it's ready to tow and all that kind of stuff as well. Now we open this up. We've gone ahead and did a spray and liner. You can order these from factory with all kinds of accessories though. This is a nice little box here. So if we open this up, just a little place to put things, which is great. And you've got another one, exact same thing on that side as well, which is awesome. You've got little hooks for your cargo hooks and things like that too. So we're gonna close this up. Now that rear window does have full defrost and it's tinted out, which looks good. And then that's your cargo and brake lamp back there. We open up the driver's door, and this is just where some of our controls are. So we've got our power locks, our power mirrors, and our power windows. Important to note that both the front windows are auto up, auto down. Again, more places to put things here. And then on the dash, they've done just a really great job of, just all the finishing that's been done in here. This is the auto start stop. This is your rear cargo light. These are your set it and forget it headlights and your fog light, interior bright or dim switches, and then your emergency brake. This is for your tilt and telescopic steering, so you'll unlock that and it can go in and out or up and down, which is nice. You do have some nice space in here, and the Ford F-150 seats are really comfortable. So, you know, these seats are plush. I do, again, just like the design that's been done in them. Let's go ahead and jump inside here. 1 minute. All right, guys, I jumped inside. Now let's go ahead and throw the key in and just turn it on to accessory. You know what? Actually, I'm going to start it. I know we're inside, but the sound of this thing sounds great. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Yeah, that 5-liter works well. Okay, we're gonna go back to accessory before I exhaust you guys. So full digital display in here, which is awesome. Built Ford tough, and it gives you all kinds of readouts. You can see some gauging up there. I do have a full walkthrough on the digital display. I'll link that up above. But, you know, just to walk you through it, it's got a digital speedometer. You've got a tachometer. You can see the 4 automatic setting. We'll talk about that in a minute. The auto headlights and auto high beams are on. Shows us all our temperatures with full digital readouts if you want them. Love that they did the full digital readouts. It can show me that I'm unbuckled right now, and it can show us a bunch of other information in here. We can toggle through tire pressures and measurements and off-road status. You can go into custom screens. They've done a really nice job with that display. Then on the steering wheel itself, so this is our cruise control. You do have lane departure system with this vehicle, and this is actually a really smart system. You can set it to be more or less aggressive. Also, you can set it to either push you back in your lane or just alert you, or both. We do have volume controls for our stereo and a voice recognition system, which also runs with Alexa. And then on here, this is for your wipers and washers. It's also your signal light, so we can signal. We can also put on our high beams manually if we want. We can spray our window or turn our wipers on from there. On this side, this is all the controls to that digital display. And again, I'll link a video for the full walkthrough of that. And then this is our phone control for answering or hanging up our phone. And then just for going through some different tracks on the main screen. We do have column style shifter with a manual mode, so you can shift up and down through all 10 speeds if we want to. Above this big display here is a place to put things, which is a nice tray built set. I love the dash setup on this. And then speaking of dash, like this is just the right size screen. This screen is 12-inch screen and it's perfect. It's also running the Sync 4 technology. So if you're not familiar with the Sync 4, it can do over-the-air updates. That means if there's something glitching and all of a sudden it's fixed one day because it had an update, or maybe you've got a new menu, like they change things sometimes on it, that all hooks up with your Ford app and it works amazing. Now, just to give you kind of a walk through the screen, again, I did a full video, which I can link up top here, and you can see the full video walkthrough of this. But it's great screen inside. We have audio down here where you can see we've got different sources, satellite radio, AM, FM. You can also link your smartphone with Bluetooth, or you can do wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. If you've never used that before, this basically turns into your smartphone. Most of your apps come up here. You can listen to your Spotify, your audio books. You can check out your maps like Google Maps or Apple Maps or Waze Maps. It's really nice and handy. And then you can go to your phone setting. You can click this button, and this is your vehicle settings, but we can actually edit this and we can make this whatever we want. So we can actually go over here and hotkey any of this stuff down, which is really nice and easy. I like that. Then we've got an apps button here. This is for syncing up your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, but also YouTube. So if you want, you can actually watch this video of mine on here as long as you're data connected, either with your phone or if you have a data plan for the vehicle itself. Speaking of that, this does have a Wi-Fi modem, and you can actually get a data plan for this and connect up to 10 devices and use it as a mobile hotspot. Settings. Again, we've got a full breakdown of going through all of these settings, but you got everything from sound to vehicle to settings, you know, for your hotspot and whatnot. And then if we go over to vehicle features, there's a digital owner's manual. If we press this, this is going to take like 10 or 15 seconds to load because there's quite a bit of info. It's actually loaded kind of quick there. And then you can actually watch videos. You can Google in, well, not Google, but go into the search bar and search what you're looking for. You can even do a visual search, and then you'll see something come up on here. Click that again, visual search. So say I want to know more about the display. I can click this and kind of go through and read up on it. You can also watch my content, but it's nice to know that this is built in here. And then if we hit the features button again, you can go into the towing section. And this one is really comprehensive. You can go in and do so much with trailers. You can name trailers. You can manage the trailers. You can manage the maintenance on the trailers from here. You can set up your sway control. You can do your trailer light checks. It's just a really nice system. And then if we go into zone lighting turns our LED lights on for the front and the back. And then we can kind of pick and choose if we want front or back lights on. I don't have this turned on fully, so it's not going to let me kill the battery with that one. Driver assistance, this is where all our safety features is. So you've got things like auto hold. If you've never used auto hold, basically that feature is great. It allows you to come to a set of lights or a stop sign, take your foot off the brake, and it won't go anywhere until you touch the gas. Then your lane keeping system, your pre-collision system, blind spot system. It's got cross traffic alert from the back, even has rear brake assist. So if you're coming in hot, thinks you're gonna hit something, it'll put on the brake for you. And all these things you can turn on or off, which is really nice. Then you've got kind of a menu screen on the side here. So this is neat. You can add a bunch of information up over on the side if you want. Now, if you want a full screen with nothing else in there, that's where Apple CarPlay or Android Auto comes into play. If you have either of those hooked up, they can full screen this whole thing if you just want one screen showing you one thing. It also shows me over here just what temperature is outside. So you can see that 21 degrees room temperature. This is for Wi-Fi and letting you know what type of wireless signal is connected. And then this is just showing what data is coming back and forth. In the clock, nice and easy to set your clock screen. I love you can just touch that and be into the clock settings. Now this also does have a backup camera, really clear backup camera. Maybe I'll start it for a minute just to show you that backup camera because it is a thing of beauty and we can actually hit the plus sign and really look into the hitch. You can also turn on or off the auto hold and our park sensors from here. Love that you can do that from there. Then coming down below, we do have our volume controls and our tuning for our radio. Oh, I can show you the camera just by pressing this button. You guys, we can press this button. I didn't have to turn the truck on. Press that on and your camera screen will come up. But you can see I don't have as many settings in here when I press the camera. So this is just showing me my backup sensors and basically the backup camera, but I can't actually zoom in on the hitch and I can't turn off auto hold and things like I can when I'm actually in reverse. Then we've got four-way flashers. This is traction control, stereo controls. This is your climate control. So we've got fan speeds, we've got air conditioning, including max AC and max defrost. Just throw that over one way or the other. And then we've got our on and off for that. This is for our rear window and our heated mirrors. This is just defrost, but you can also press it to do the top vents, bottom vents. I love that Ford lets you do all three of those at once. This is recirculated air and that's air conditioning there. So down below here, big pocket to throw your junk, USB and USB-C connection, and more pockets to throw junk. I love they have pockets everywhere. So in here is a pen holder, cup holders. You can take these out and clean them, which is nice. And you've got spots down here. You can actually hide stuff underneath here. This is actually kind of cool that you've got a little bit of a spot. It's about that deep to hide something underneath. And you can actually pull this up as well. And if you pull this up, that's where your access panel is. And you can actually clean this out. So this is like a texturized, rubberized mat that you can get wet and that kind of thing. Another little thing I want to show you, a little secret. If we pull up underneath this cup holder, that is for a key. Why would you need a key slot right there? Well, that's because if you need to pull some information from the vehicle and you have a key with a push button set up, that's where you have to put it. Now in this vehicle, we don't need it because this is hard key, but now you know that there's something underneath there. Then we've got the console. It's a lockable console. We open it up. We've got an upper section that can come out. And then we've got just down below all kinds of space in here. It's nice to have a huge console, nothing interfered. This mat can come out of the bottom to be cleaned out a little better, that kind of thing. And then we can put this back in. Nice change holder for that. And cards, if you've got some cards that have to go in there. We come up top, we've got our rear view mirror. We've got a couple of map lights inside. And then we also have sunglasses holder, which is nice. Also, like on the sun visors, when we flip them down, you do have a mirror over there. And when we flip this over, it can extend. So that's great for the passenger, but the driver one does that as well. So this extends. No mirror on the driver's flip down visor, but there is one on the passenger. You probably shouldn't be doing your makeup while you're driving anyways. All right, and then I want to just talk about, you got another little change holder here. And the big thing on the Lobo, 2 high, 4 high, 4 low. set it and forget it for automatic. You can't get that on an STX or an XLT, just this Lobo, which is pretty sweet. Then you do have a locking rear differential. I told you that's an upgraded diff on that. And then drive modes. What are drive modes? Well, I did a whole video on this and I'll link that for you too. But basically, if we turn this over, you can see we've got all sorts of different drive modes here. And the drive modes, you know, basically change the parameters of what you're driving over, what type of terrain, if you're towing, if you want eco, if you want sport, you know, what you want for that. Sport's the big one in the Lobo. Gonna really wake up that 5-liter, change the looks of your display, turn off a few of the features, put it in 4 auto, and you're ready to roll. Love that. Then over here, we do have a 12-volt power supply, and we've got a couple more USBs there. We've got a nice little shelf for throwing things and your glove box there. So yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous truck. Love how they set this one up.